not be allowed to fail unexpectedly. Oil changes, brake replacements, transmission services, all of it tends to be logged with dates and mileage in a way that private owners almost never bother with. When you're able to pull even a partial service history on one of these vehicles, you're getting a level of transparency that's almost unheard of anywhere else in the used vehicle market. It's also worth addressing the most common hesitation buyers have, which is wear and tear from heavy use. Yes, these vehicles often accumulate idle hours, stop-and-go driving, and constant short trips that can add wear beyond the odometer alone suggests. But this is exactly why the underlying engineering matters so much. These platforms weren't built with standard consumer expectations in mind. They were built with reinforced cooling systems specifically because manufacturers knew these vehicles would idle for hours on traffic stops. They were built with heavy-duty alternators because departments knew radios, light bars, and laptops would be running constantly. In other words, the wear these vehicles experience is exactly the kind of wear they were engineered to handle. A civilian vehicle subjected to the same use pattern would likely fail far sooner. There's also a financing and insurance angle worth mentioning. Because many of these vehicles come from auction with a salvage, fleet, or government title designation depending on the state and seller, it's worth checking with your insurance provider before bidding, since some insurers handle these titles differently than a standard clean title. This isn't a deal breaker in most cases, but it's a step many first-time fleet vehicle buyers skip, only to run into paperwork headaches after the purchase is already final. A quick phone call before bidding saves a lot of frustration later. For buyers willing to put in a little extra effort, here's a simple strategy that tends to work well. Start by identifying which surplus auction platforms operate in your state or region, since coverage varies significantly depending on where you live. Set up alerts for the specific models covered here: the Interceptor Utility, the Impala Fleet Sedan, the Crown Victoria P71, the Expedition SSV, and the Tahoe PPV, since these tend to hold their reputation for reliability across model years. When a listing appears, request whatever condition report or service history is available. Inspect photos closely for signs of frame damage or interior wear beyond normal use, and set a strict maximum bid based on comparable civilian pricing minus a reasonable discount for the unknowns. Stick to that number. Auctions can create a sense of urgency that pushes people to overbid, and the entire advantage of this strategy disappears the moment you pay anywhere close to retail. It's also smart to budget a little extra after the purchase for a full inspection and any minor reconditioning. Even the best-maintained fleet vehicle benefits from fresh fluids, a brake inspection, and the thorough once-over from a trusted mechanic before it goes into daily use. This isn't because these vehicles are unreliable, it's simply good practice for any used vehicle purchase, and it gives you peace of mind on top of the savings you already locked in at auction. What makes this whole category so compelling isn't just a price tag, it's the combination of price, documented maintenance, and platforms that were engineered from the ground up to survive abuse most consumer vehicles never have to face. While everyone else is competing over the same handful of listings on mainstream marketplaces, fighting over inflated prices driven by limited supply and high demand, an entirely different inventory of well-maintained, mechanically proven vehicles sits quietly in surplus lots, waiting for buyers who know to look there. That's the real secret behind fleet vehicle deals. It was never about finding a hidden gem through luck. It's about knowing where the rest of the market simply isn't paying attention.